Welcome students, welcome back to Dr. Shorav's classes. So before we dive into the math, let's talk about where this question comes from. This is a classic question from the Madras School of Economics Entrance Examination. Now if you want to get into MSc, you are not just doing math, you are learning the language of how the world breathes. MSc is famous for its heavy quantitative focus. It's essentially where the economy meets the hardcore calculus, and they have a very smart baby. If you can't model a population, you can't model a market, and if you can't model a market, you will end up predicting the next recession about the 3 years after it already happened. So let's avoid that and look at the question. So the question says what? The question says the population of a town increases at a rate proportional to its population. Its initial population is 1000. The correct initial value problem for the population Pt as a function of time t is dpdt is kp and p0 is 1000. dpdt is kp square and p0 is 100. Option C says dpdt equal to p and p0 is 1000, and option D says dpdt is k into p, kp into 1 minus p and p0 is 100. Okay, so let's solve this together. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Now looking at the question, it looks very simple, right? Like a first date. Seems easy until you realize there are hidden layers. So, in math, the phrase rate of change in proportional to is the most important sentence you will ever read. Now, if I talk about the rate of change, the derivative dpdt, okay, so this is the speed at which the town is growing. Now the growth constant is k. Now think of k as the town's vibe. Is it a boring retirement village like k is small, or is there a new tech hub opening like k is huge? So and its population is p. All right, so when we say the rate is proportional to the population, we are literally saying the more people there are, the more people they make, and it's the original compound interest of biology. And if the question said proportional to the square of the population, it would be talking about some very crowded, very chaotic town planning. So but here it's just kp, right? Now let's look at our option. Option number B says has p square, right? Now that's quadratic growth, that's for the things that explode. Now let's look at option number D. This is the logistic model kp into 1 minus p. This is for when the town runs out of pizza and space, and it's more realistic for the real world, but the question did not ask for the realistic one. It asked for the proportional to the population, right? So when we see dp dt is equal to kp, we are dealing with the first order linear differential equation, and if you solve this, and trust me, we will do this until you see it in your slip. You get it? Okay, so pt is what? C into e to the power kt, right? Now this is why population growth is exponential. If your bank account grew like this, you would not be sitting in this class, you would be buying an island. Now let's look at the second half of the problem. Initial population is 1000. Now in the world of the differential equations, initial means at the very beginning, or when t is equal to 0. So we are looking for a condition that says p0 is 1000. So let's play the eliminate options. So option number B and D say P0 is 100. They lost 900 people somewhere. Maybe a Thanos snap. Either way, they are wrong. Option C says dPdt equal to P. This implies K is equal to 1. While possible, the problem says proportional to, which requires a constant K because we don't know the exact rate, right? Now option number C is too specific. It's like assuming everyone wears a size medium shirt just because they are humans. So that leaves us with the option number A. Okay. So the winner of the beautiful question is option number A, that is dPdt equal to Kp and P0 equal to 1000. Okay. Now why 1? The derivative is equal to the constant times of the population. Check once. Second, the starting point matches our data. Okay, so when you see the initial value problem IVP in the MSE paper, don't panic, just look for the rate part and the start part. It's like the GPS. The differential equation is the direction you are driving and the initial values is where you park the car. So if you don't know where you started, you will never know where you are going. This kind of like my career before I started teaching you a lot. So any question? If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. So see you in the next session guys with a new question of the Madras School of Economics. That will be very beneficial for you for your concept building also. So don't miss that out. Okay, so see you in the next session guys. Till then, bye bye.